Recognize me from some of my most memorable performances in the entertainment industry. I was in the movie Ghostbusters as a stand-in for Stay Puft Marshall Man. I've done notable TV work as handing out tires as the Michelin Man. And every weight loss commercial and home gym you've ever seen, I was always the before. I wasted a whole week at work thinking about what I could write about dear old Rory, and there's a ton of memories, and I wrote 25 pages worth. And then I thought about appropriateness, and now I'm down to a page and a half. It's the type of relationship me and Rory have. Rory has always known me as the bloated hot bag of air since we've been about 6 years old. And so I had to ask the question, what do I say to a great guy like Rory on his wedding day? Intelligent, well-spoken individuals might quote great authors like William Shakespeare, Robert Frost, or Oprah. I plan on quoting none of these individuals. Instead, I plan on talking about what a great all-around guy Rory Cashin truly is. Many of you know Rory's little brother, Nick Cashin. However, I never knew Nick as Nick Cashin. Nick always wanted to hang around with Rory. He always wanted to hang around with Rory and his older friends. He admired me. So Rory, being the great brother he is, he went around and broke the ice. But instead of just introducing him as, hey, this is my little brother Nick, he said, guys, my little brother Nicholas Dickless really wants to play Rory. And I knew Nick for most of my life as Nicholas Dickless. And today we no longer see little Nicholas Dickless, but instead we see the growing, really robust man, ROC Constable Nicholas Dickless. Nicholas Dickless was always meant to be a cop. Rory, he wasn't really imaginative when it came to drinking places, for some of the Wally Pops when you're not supposed to. So we just basically went to the woods right behind his house. And one day, Corey Mitchell here and Rory and Barry James down the back there, they scored a mother load of beer. And they were super excited, and they hid it in the woods behind Rory's house. And they went inside to kind of rest up for the shenanigans that laid ahead. And Nicholas Dickless, being the great detective he is, he knew something was awry, and he went sniffing for that booze, and boy gee, he found it. And he came up happy as you can believe, thinking, gee, Dad's gonna be so happy that I busted this illegal drinking ring that's occurring behind our house.
It's true.
And, so this, of course, happened to the great disgust and anger of, the boys, Rory and Mitchell and Barry. To the point that Barry James started having heart palpitations over the anxiety of losing his beard. Big Pete, he's always been known as Big Pete, by the way. Big Pete's, being quite the intelligent fellow, knew something was up, and without missing a beat, strategically placed the beer in the back porch closest to the woods and waited until the beer and the boys mysteriously disappeared. Which surely prevented Barry James from going into full cardiac arrest. And today, Big Pete is still recognized as a hero who saved the lives of a group of overly thirsty teenage boys. Now, the Cashins as a family are very well known, respected, and admired. They come from a fabulous genetic stock. They are tall, strong individuals with copious amounts of body hair, including Aunt Diane. Rory called me up Christmas time and said, I thought he said we're going to Uncle Gary's house, and I was excited because Uncle Gary's filthy. But it turned out we're actually going to Uncle Terry's house, which was even better because Aunt Diane was there, and boy, she got a chest on her like you wouldn't believe. And I got to see that firsthand after, a few little beverages were passed around. The thing though is that, however, what the Cashin family is truly admired for, and most famous for, is their well-endowed manhood. Ever since I was a little boy hanging around at the Cashin house, Rory would always tell me stories about how his dad and all his uncles talked about their most famous family member, Uncle Ed hung like a horse. Now at first I just pictured a man who owned a stable or had a farm with horses. However, as I got older and I finally clued in, I pictured this man in a whole new light. Oh man, Uncle Ed hung like a horse. Now I'd really like for all of you to truly understand how considerate Rory Cashin is. So I'm going to elaborate on some truly outstanding examples. First, the Cashins not only have well-endowed manhoods, but remember they are also blessed with copious amounts of body hair. Rory is no different in this regard. However, Rory did not want this to affect the people that would see his body, and Rory, being the guy he is, allergic to clothes, a lot of people get to see his body. So Rory, being so considerate of these people, went to great lengths to maintain his well-manicured body, which consisted of lying down on his bed shirtless while making his 9 to 10-year-old sister Mary Beth wax his chest. And I gotta tell you, from what I've seen today, Mary Beth is not 10 years old anymore. Yeah. Looking good, Mary Beth. Looking good. Rory is also very considerate of his dear mother, Selena, who I love dearly. I first noticed this around the age of 12 or 13, when all of us guys started becoming quite fascinated with the mysterious beauty of the nude female body. Myself, being the dedicated and good friend I am, managed to get my hands on a 1970s Penthouse magazine. And I must say, if there was one word to describe the 1970s, it would have to be hair. Well, Rory and young Nicholas were so enthralled with this fine publication that they wished to bring it home for a closer examination. Again, being the great friend I am, I agreed. However, Rory, being so considerate of his lovely mother, Selena, he said, "First, Grimes, I need to check with my mom to make sure it's okay. But don't worry, Mom's really cool, and she'll definitely allow me to have it." Well, that was the first time I realized that Selena was not as easygoing as Rory portrayed her. I suppose I cannot finish this glorious tribute to Rory without adding some sophistication and class to the speech by quoting one of the greatest romantic writers of all time. These words are truly great advice for the newlyweds to heed as they head off into their lives together. So from the great romantic album, Animalize, I quote Mr. Gene Simmons of Kiss. "When love rears its head, I want to bury my face. Oh, baby, I want to put my log in your fireplace." I mean, nothing tugs at the heartstrings more than those eloquently written words describing the beauty that is the relationship between a man and a woman. And all of you know I played many years of hockey with Rory, which means many showers with Rory, so even though I know his log all to pieces, Carolyn's fireplace will forever remain a mystery, except for one lucky guy, Mr. Rory Cashin. So to that, I raise my glass to toast the greatest guy I know. I raise my glass to toast the greatest guy I know, Uncle Ed hung like a horse. And the second greatest guy I know, Rory Cashin. All the best for starting that fire, buddy.